Good day to everyone. Welcome to our presentation. As part of the final requirement in our subject Accounting 311 and Intermediate Accounting 3, we were being tasked to create a business report with analysis of the financial report of our chosen company. Our company of choice was San Miguel Corporation. Before proceeding to the presentation proper, I would like to introduce our team in the order of their presentation. You will get to know the company at hand, starting with Miss Jamaica G. Nul, followed by Mr. Benladin M. Tabunaway, to be followed by me, Sitti Radhia B. Ampatuan, and then by Miss Esnairah A. Mustapha, and it will be ended by Miss Shaina Ayessah O. Meditar. With that, let's give the floor to Miss Jamaica Nul for the background of the company.
Good day, I'm Jamaica Gafur Nul. For this presentation, you will get to know more about the company by me. Without further ado, let me introduce to you San Miguel Corporation. So, who is San Miguel Corporation? SMC or San Miguel Corporation is a publicly listed conglomerate holding company. It is known to be one of the Philippines' largest and most diversified corporation that was originally founded in 1890 as a single product brewery at Calzada de Malacañang, Manila, San Miguel District. It was founded by Don Enrique Maria Barreto. As you can see, San Miguel Corporation has been one of the finest and wealthiest companies in the Philippines with the best-selling beer. It is a diversified enterprise with highly integrated operations that owns market-leading businesses and invests in various sectors including food and beverage, fuel and oil, car distributorship, packaging, energy, infrastructure, property development and leasing, banking services, and real estate industries. SMC also provides various services including insurance brokerage, shipping and logistics, and stock transfers. The headquarters of SMC is located in Mandaluyong City, Metro Manila, Philippines. It actually has a manufacturing and trading facilities located not only here in the Philippines, but they have extended beyond their home market to China, Thailand, Vietnam, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Australia. The company holds a portfolio of businesses that are interwoven into the Philippine economic fabric, benefiting from and contributing to the country's development and economic progress. So SMC provides different product portfolio, and this includes beer, non-alcoholic beverages, spirits, various packaging products, dairy products, animal feeds, poultry, flour, fresh and processed meats, coffee, cement, and range of refined petroleum. SMC has a strategic partnerships forged with major international companies, gaining access to modern technology, managerial expertise, and international practices. Among their partners are Hormel Food International Corporation, which specializes in processed meats, Green Holdings Company, which focuses on beer, Nihon Yamamura Glass Company Ltd, Fuso Machine and Mold Manufacturing Corporation Ltd, and Can Pack SA for packaging products, and Korea Water Resources Corporation for its power operation. Among their subsidiaries are San Miguel Food and Beverage Incorporation, SMC Global Power Holdings Corporation, San Miguel Holdings Corporation, Ginebra San Miguel Incorporation, San Miguel Properties Incorporation, and Sea Refinery Corporation. And that's for the background of the company. Now you will know the financial reporting standards used by the SMC by Mr. Tabunaway. Thank you.
Hi everyone, so the next part of our analysis is the applicable financial reporting standards. So here we could identify and determine what are the standards, policies that the company or the corporation of San Miguel follows and use in presenting the financial statements fairly and free from error to the traders or the stockholders or shareholders. So, the consolidated financial statements of the that should be passed on to the readers by the San Miguel Corporation must have or comprise of the statement of financial position, comprehensive income, changes in equity, and cash flows. And this presentation of financial statement is in accordance with the Philippine Financial Accounting Standards, or the PFRS. The interim consolidated financial statements of the company or the corporation must prepared in accordance with the Philippine Accounting Standards 34. However, there's some sort of standards that the corporation of San Miguel were amended, and the effectiveness starts on January 1, 2021. Here, I have posed the amended standards that were adopted in 2021. So, marami pang standards na amend or binago si San Miguel Corporation. However, these two standards is na-adapt na niya. Ibig sabihin, yung iba is hindi pa na-adapt. I-adapt lang yun siya pag yung set na date is na-hit, Ibig sabihin, possibly na paparating na or nandiyan na yung date na yon. So, ibig sabihin, meron silang timeline na sinusunod. However, itong dalawang standards na to is already adopted by the corporation. So, the PFRS 9 past 39, the PFRS 7, the PFRS 4, PFRS 16 is binago, and ang bago is yung interest rate benchmark reform. Another one is the PFRS 16, which is the leases, is binago din. So, ang inadapt nila na bago na standard is the related sa COVID-19. Kasi nga ngayon, it's pandemic. So, yung pandemic na to is may effect talaga doon sa standards na sinusunod nila dati. So, this standard is related rent concessions. So, these are the amended standards, na ginamit nila. So, further, para mas maintindihan pa natin, kung bakit, anong dahilan, bakit nila binago, is sa next part na, so sa next reporter. So, yung analysis doon, bakit, how, bakit nila pinalitan yung standards na ito. Thank you so much, and good day everyone.
Hello, I am Radhia Ampatuan, and I am here once again to present to you the nature of the financial problem. San Miguel Corporation, despite being one of the largest and leading firms in the country, just like any other businesses, it got affected by the threat of COVID-19. It was reported that in the first half of 2020, the firm incurred losses amounting to 4 billion pesos. So as we remembered, the COVID-19 outbreak in the Philippines started on the first quarter of 2020. By mid-March of the same year, the enhanced community quarantine was implemented. This negatively impacted the company as it caused interruptions to their operations. Due to liquor bans, transportation limitations, and limited access to commodities, their food and beverage businesses were affected, as well as their power, fuel, and infrastructure businesses because of the shutdown of industries and transportation. Fortunately, they were able to make a robust recovery on the second half of 2020, but they still believe that the wide-ranging effects of pandemic constraints were much too difficult to overcome. We assumed that In order to adjust to the situation, they adopted new standards and accounting policies to reduce the effects of COVID-19 on their financial performance. So the evaluation of these standards will be presented by the next presenter.
So good day to each and everyone. I am Esnairah Mustapha and I am here to present the evaluation and analysis of our business report for San Miguel Corporation. So in our evaluation, we only highlighted two accounting standards, and these are the coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 related red concession and Philippine Accounting Standard 34, or also known as interim financial reporting. So these standards are the new and amended standard adopted by the company in year 2021. So let us proceed to the first standard, which is the coronavirus disease 2019 related red concession. So this was effective June 1, 2020, and it was extended until June 30, 2022 due to the prolonged threat of the pandemic to give way for those companies or individuals who are directly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. So this was the amendment to PFRS 16, and it enables the lessors to provide lease incentives to their lessees. This standard, according to our judgment, may be too expensive and burdensome for both parties. By that, San Miguel Corporation may be either the lessor or the lessee. Considering this factor, it will be too expensive for the San Miguel Corporation as a lessor because he will need to wait for a longer period of time before he can realize the income through the lease payment. On the other hand, it will be burdensome for the San Miguel Corporation as a lessee since the prolonged time given to him would only accumulate his payables and expenses to his lessor. So, hence, it may hurt the San Miguel Corporation's operating income due to the deferred payment without the expectation of interest or a substantial increase in the contract's original consideration. So let us proceed to the second standard, which is the Philippine Accounting Standard 34, or also known as the interim financial reporting. So in the previous years, San Miguel Corporation prepared their financial statements in annual basis. But in 2021, they shifted into interim reporting, which is in accordance with PAS 34. So we think that by adopting this standard, San Miguel Corporation may offer their stockholders a periodic picture of the company's business operation to help them make better decisions. Also, it helped the management of the SMC in improving the financial performance of the company while presenting to their shareholders a clear view of their investment, which could explain the company's good financial performance despite the pandemic. And as a result, we presume that these amendments were adopted due to the effect of the COVID-19 on San Miguel Corporation. Further, we assume that this adjustment would serve as a foundation for the firm to overcome their losses during the pandemic.
Good day everyone, I am Shaina Ayessah of Meditar. So I'll be showing to you our recommendations for San Miguel Corporation that might have a positive impact on their financial problem. San Miguel Corporation adopted new amended standards to at least minimize the pandemic's massive impact. As we analyze the adopted standards, specifically the COVID-19 related rent concessions, which rental payment may be deferred in consideration of the COVID-19, wherein the lessor may be at risk of losing the deferred payments if the lessee cancels their contract before it is concluded. So, we, the group, recommended that the rental deferment should remain reasonable and restricted to days when lessees are unable to use the less premise, and also to have an accurate and reliable method may be applied to calculate the deferred payments for tenants who tend to operate a full reduced capacity. With this, it makes sure that the lessee actually needs financial relief and isn't attempting to temporarily boost the bottom line. And the companies should demonstrate that the financial challenges they are facing are real, and also having an accurate and reliable method provides the fairness for both the lessor and the lessee. We also give recommendations in regards to business operation. First, to continue to expand and promote projects that have a long-term thinking and inward investment rather than to focus on things that we cannot control. Like for example, in the COVID situation, everyone doesn't know that it will have a big impact to everyone, especially to all the businesses. And up to now, we don't know when we'll go back to normal. So, better invest to other projects that have a long-term thinking, because when your investment produces earnings, those earnings get reinvested and can earn even more. Next is to provide shelter or shuttle service for employee and PRC testing kits to avoid conflicts and delays. Ensure safe returns to work for employees of SMC. They need to provide the needs for the safety of their employees so that they can focus on their work. Because with this, it gives the employee the feeling of being safe so they can focus on their work. That allows the company to continue to operate with lesser conflicts and delays due to COVID-19. Lastly is to set up an alternative and non-traditional selling channels that provide consumers with easier and safer access to product. It helps to address the problem of making food more accessible to everyone.
We have now come to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for listening. Once again, good day and stay safe.